Hello again, the internet. Donna here, bringing you where we are today. So I overstepped a little bit in the where we started video and kind of talked about this just a smidge. And I didn't really mean to. I wanted to start out with talking about how Pete's items are always unscented, but we were playing with fragrances and that kind of thing. So about the fragrances, and let me say, it adds a whole new level of just having fun with things. You get to play mad scientist because a hand blend our fragrances here. Hand blending fragrances is an adventure. Okay, it is, you put on the safety glasses and you get your materials out, and there's a process to it, and you look kind of crazy while you're doing it. But the process itself can actually best be explained with a scene from the Harry Potter books. Nerd flag, fly proud. We're going to talk about Harry Potter. Okay, so you know the scene where the headmaster tries in every flavor bean. He's in the hospital wing with Harry after, an adventure or whatever. And he picks up one of the every flavor beans and he explains how he had the misfortune of coming across a vomit-flavored one in his youth. So he picks up a pretty one and says, this one, I don't remember the line because I'm not a proper nerd, but, this one looked innocuous enough, so he ate it, and, alas, earwax. Yeah, that's kind of what blending scents can be like sometimes. Two things sound like they would be lovely together. Let's put rose with patchouli and see what we get. And you mix it up and you get dirty socks or you get hot garbage or something else super rotten. Yeah, sounds like it would be lovely, rose and patchouli, but that particular rose and that particular patchouli just smells like a chemical dumpster fire. It's like that a lot. Weirdly enough, stuff that sounds like a dumpster fire often works out in a wholly unexpected way and smells like a Pegasus flying through a rainbow with glitter coming out of its hind parts, and angels are singing and the sun is shining, and there's a garden gnome riding on the Pegasus. It just lovely. You would take something funky like chocolate and then black pepper and throw raspberries in there. And chocolate and raspberry sounds good enough, but black pepper, what the hell? So you spice it up a little bit, and it's just it's wonderful. So yeah, blending fragrances is an absolute adventure. We could master batch things and make 10 gallons of lotion at a time and just 100 jars of whipped soap. We could do those things, but to scale up to that size, the formulations that we have, and you would think as long as you keep the ratios the same, the product should turn out the same. That is not always the case because of the way that some of the ingredients are structured. When you scale up, things get lost in the translation and you come up with something that is really strange or subpar or just plain bad. So we keep 2 small batches. A batch of lotion is a gallon. A batch of soap is a loaf or 2. We don't scale up to industrial size stuff to meet demand. We keep our production small to meet our quality standards, and they are very, very high. If something is not perfect, by my standard, it does not go out my door, and it does not go through the mail, and it does not arrive on your doorstep. End of story. Our stuff can take a little longer to restock than your big box stores when supplies run down, but our attention to detail and hardcore quality standards make up for that. It keeps us honest, but it also keeps you happy. And that's kind of the point of self-care, is for you to do something for you to make you happy. And that's how we help. We maintain our high quality so that you can make you happy with our product. In fact, Nothing that we do is outsourced. I mean, I'm a soap maker. I'm not a glass blower, so I order your jars and your bottles from somewhere. I am not a plastics manufacturer by any means. We design our own branding. We choose all of our promotional materials with care. We design and print our own product labels right here in the office. We do all of it ourselves. We oversee the entire process for every single product to ensure its freshness, its consistency, and actually perfection. Again, subpar just doesn't leave the building. Thanks for having a look.